Oceanside rider while she rolling the herb. Tide sucking up on the curb. Got this feeling to splurge. My sole purpose is to give you the word. Write these verses with that murder ain't no relation to herbs. Switching lanes for that shifting. 2 5 shots, still grooving this pandemic. I just played the cards, I'm dealt confident with it. King taking over this shit, monstrous vision. Never temper thoughts, I came from poverty stricken. One day at a time, can't rush greatness. My mind like plush Dayton's. 27 laps in this bitch.
What's up, everybody? This is Vic from the FantasyFlo Football League, where we talk stats and facts to help you win your fantasy football league.
Monday Night Football. What a game. Raiders versus Chiefs. Raiders were up 17-0 and lost.
Travis Kelce.
Well, he was the number one tight end last week, right?
Was he?
We did.
Yeah.
Wait,
He was number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
either one or two. Either way,
I think it was one.
he probably was one.
And what did he do this week?
Probably did it again.
3 touchdowns.
I thought he did 4.
Thought it was,
Was
4.
4? Oh, didn't he run one in?
Whatever it was, I think it was 4.
He balled out.
Listen, let me tell you something.
He balled out.
I was laying down in the bed, and I just kept getting notifications. And every time I got a notification,
Travis Kelce.
yep, Travis Kelce touchdown. I'm like, here he go.
It is.
Couple minutes pass, Travis Kelce touchdown. 30 minutes pass, Travis Kelce touchdown. I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have that much, that many yards.
At all.
So here's my thing,
30
right?
something points off of 4 touchdowns.
That was crazy, bro. I remember I would look up and it was like 17-0, right? I looked up, it was 17-3. Looked up, it was 17-10. Looked up, it's 20-10, right? Halftime.
And
Right? And but it was just like, it just got quick. Like after they had that lull where they got that first 17, because I'm not going to lie, Josh Jacobs was going nuts.
listen,
Balling.
and that's what pissed me off.
Josh Jacobs
I
was
had
going
Travis Kelce.
nuts.
In one of my leagues, I had Travis Kelce, and this guy had Jacobs left.
Yeah.
After Kelsey's second touchdown, I'm like, oh, I'm going to win. But this man Jacobs went off. I was like,
I knew I lost the DVO for sure after Jacobs went. And then CH didn't do nothing for me. I was upset.
see, that's my problem with CH. But let's not get off track here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's part
It
of
is,
it.
but either we get to
gonna
them.
get to
But I don't know, dog. Where we at?
Now, let's talk about Kelce.
Oh, okay.
Balled out. I don't know how long Kelce been in the league, but I've been waiting for this man to digress somewhat, and he's just not.
It ain't happening.
It seemed like he's just that dude.
He's the GOAT.
And he will always be that dude.
He's the
Can
GOAT.
he do that without Pat Mahomes, you think?
Yes.
Depending on who the
But
quarterback is?
I remember Travis Kelce with Alex Smith, but that was young
Yeah.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
He wasn't the ball-in tight end that he is right now.
And I think that was prior to this whole tight end receiving era as well.
But he did his thing. He showed that he had, like, I remember when Kelce was making a name, but he had Alex Smith and he wasn't nobody yet. But the last year Alex Smith was there, Travis Kelce arrived. He just exploded 10 times more when he had Patrick Mahomes as a QB.
Yes.
But listen, man, at the end of the day,
And that's the other thing, too, before I forget.
what?
I saw something where Travis Kelce said, yeah, we're playing the Raiders.
Raiders. I loved it.
I love playing the Raiders. Every time he played the Raiders, he get like however many yards.
100 yards and a
however many
touchdown. No
Now,
matter
he,
what.
He ain't had the yardage, but that man had the touchdowns, though.
Yeah.
And that's
Listen,
embarrassing.
That is a very.
You say that,
He
if
got
I
their
was the
number.
Raiders, I'd be hot.
And he played him twice.
Yeah.
So that means it happened twice.
It was
a
at
year.
home, though. It was at home. So he felt comfortable. But I ain't mad at you. I feel you. Listen, man, the man's the GOAT, dog. The man is Travis Kelce is king of tight end.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
For now.
Because Mark Andrews is surely on his way.
As long as Lamar keep doing his thing, yes. He's right behind him.
He is surely right on his way. But trust me, Travis Kelce, I know people who picked him up are very happy.
I would say, based on his performance, he's probably a first round pick.
I did pick him first round one year.
Yeah, last year we both did.
Yeah.
But I think this year you're even smarter if towards the
I mean,
end and you come back to get a running back like Nick Chubb went late in some leagues.
Yeah.
if I'm 10th or 11th or 12th, or if you're in a
Travis
14-team league
Kelce,
and you're
definitely.
13 or 14th, whatever the case may be, running back, Travis Kelce. Or Travis Kelce, get a running back.
Yeah.
Can't go
Trust
wrong
me,
with that.
I felt that Kyle Pitts could be Travis Kelce-esque, but
It's too soon.
it.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
he playing for the Falcons.
I'm like I told y'all before. I just need the quarterback change because I believe when a quarterback change comes, the first thing that quarterback tries to do is establish his rapport with his stars, right?
facts.
So if you have Drake London, what's his name, Desmond Ritter, he came in the league with Drake London, so I feel like they're gonna be fine. Now Desmond Ritter has to come into the Falcons and look at Kyle Pitts and be like, "You're a dog. I'm going to make sure I get you the ball."
As he should.
And until somebody slaps Marcus Mariota and tells him how good Kyle Pitts is, then I don't know what we got to do. But I'm just waiting for the quarterback change at this point because that's the only thing I could hope for, bro. Because they have games that they're in these games and they show that they can, stay with people, but he's not involved. It's baffling to me, dog. I don't know.
Now let's talk about Chiefs running backs. CEH and do nothing.
I got a love-hate relationship with CEH because there's times where he'll ball and then there's times where he won't ball.
Yeah.
And
I believe one game this season he
This
had like 2 or 3 touchdowns, right? Something like that.
No, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But this is the first game CEH has had that was bad. He was the top 5 running back. Literally top 5. Because he's been balling and he's been getting the goal line touches, so he's getting the touchdowns.
And this is the other thing too. It's always a tricky situation with the Chiefs running backs because they always have good running backs, but they never really
Established the bell cow.
right.
Yeah. Not since the Jamal Charles era.
Right.
I would say.
Kareem Hunt. But yeah,
And that
Kareem
too.
Hunt, yeah.
So
Kareem
like,
Hunt messed that up for himself.
I'm waiting for. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I'm just waiting for Pacheco to
Take over.
to just start snapping.
To Brees
And
Hall it,
to-
pretty
To
much?
get some more looks and to start snapping.
Yeah.
What's funny is like Brees Hall was expected to do this.
Yes.
Pacheco was literally a 7th rounder, like the pick before the last pick of the draft. So he plays with a chip on his shoulder. I know it, silver lining you're in the NFL, you're playing, but anybody that close to the end of the draft has to feel away. Even though they got picked up, they're happy, but you have to feel away. So Pacheco, he has his flashes. I just don't know if he's going to put it all together yet this year.
If he get more opportunities, I think he will.
Because the reason why I'm saying that is because obviously Jerick McKinnon just keeps being a person that the Chiefs enjoy to torment me with.
Jerick McKinnon, I remember when Jerick McKinnon, he played for the 49ers, and then prior to that, I think he played
Vikings.
he was playing for the Vikings.
wasn't-
Even when he was playing for the Vikings, I remember him being one of those players that I thought was going to be a sleeper that was going to break out and start balling.
They were talking about him that way.
Yeah, and he will always show flashes here and there, but he just never got the opportunity to be the guy.
Yeah.
Same thing when he went to the 49ers.
Injury prone at
you
that
would,
point.
You would hear good stuff about McKinnon, and then what you would be hoping for, it just would not. It wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
Even now with the Chiefs, like he has his moments, but they still feeding CEH. Either way you put it, though, they got 3 guys
it's
over
a committee.
there.
It's a
just-
committee.
That can spread. They spread the
So
ball. When it comes around
I've been, this past week before Sunday, I was fielding trade offers and stuff like that, and people were offering me CEH and for Jamar Chase, and it's like, for me, running back is important. So for me to get rid of a top 5 running back and get Jamar Chase when I have Tyreek Hill, Cortland Sutton, and other receivers, I was just like, I don't want to just be strictly receiver heavy and be, hurting when it comes to running back, especially when bye weeks hit, because that's going to hurt people.
Oh, of course. And then you got to worry about the possibility of injuries.
Exactly.
So
So my thing is like, perfect example, in Casper's league, I lost to Javante. So now I'm glad I have Brian Robinson in that league, but if I didn't make certain moves for certain people, I would be real scared. Because right now, I'm scared of ever starting Edmonds again. That boy had .1.
Yeah, that's bad.
He got 1 carry, I think.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So-
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So running back, when it gets bad in running back, it gets bad. So yes, it sounds like a fair trade. Yeah, I'll take CEH for Jamar Chase. But just like nah. And on top of that, he was asking for CEH and Brian Robinson, and he was going to give me Boone and Jamar Chase.
What?
No, I don't mean that. I don't know. Who was that? Reggie?
Nah.
Zay? Oh, okay.
Zay,
You
bro.
know-
One of the two.
You know,
One of the
Zay,
two.
You know.
Let me just have a sidebar real quick. Zay, when you watch this, you tripping, bro. You tripping. I can't believe that's why I don't do trades.
Well, I mean, listen, I was like, look, bro, it wasn't going to work out. I as much as I like Jamar Chase, I was not going to give up CEH and Brian Robinson and be hurting at running back when I already have receivers.
Yeah.
Like it made no sense to me. So I stayed strong. I made the trade with Kareem Hunt and Freiermuth, which to me, although it hurt to know that Kareem Hunt had a good game last week and I could have had him in my lineup, I'm not mad at it because I at least have the opportunity to say, do I want to start Kyle Pitts today?
Yeah.
Now, Kyle Pitts obviously has a hamstring injury and Freiermuth has a concussion. So it's just
You're going to be gone about 2 weeks.
He might be out. So I might be in the market for looking for a tight end. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
In which league?
Sleeper. But sleeper, listen, if I can't pull off a win this week, it's going to be hard sledding, boy.
Sleeper is very deep. A lot of teams score a lot in our league. So.
Yeah.
You know, there's some options out there.
No, I know there is. I trust me. You know, there's the Cole Kmets. There's some other people.
Cole Kmet.
He actually started playing a little bit better now. I'm not saying that he's the best option, but there's options in there. I can definitely find something.
Getting back to the Raiders Chiefs. Pat Mahomes is the chef, right?
Yeah.
Kelce eats as much as you want.
Cooking
at the
more
table.
than Russ.
That's facts. Kelce eats as much as you want at the table. Who would you say is the second to that in the receiver core
Right
for
now?
the Chiefs? Yes. Is there a bona fide second?
I
Is
mean,
it just share the ball too much?
it's share the ball, but if you want me to give you a pecking order, it should be Juju. It should after Juju. It should be. I mean, we were hoping that
Don't say
McCole Hardman would have been able to step up in the absence of him,
I
but
thought you was gonna say MVS.
MVS?
no. I was gonna say him after McCole, but I'm just saying who else? Oh, you think Sky Moore? They're not their own Sky Moore like that.
No.
Who you saying?
No, I'm just saying MVS, man.
He actually had a decent game.
He ain't it. He got.
No, he's actually
Something.
not. He actually.
But he not that
somewhat-
dude.
He ain't that dude.
He's consistent.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
No, don't get me twisted. Am I thinking MVS is somebody that you want to start in your lineups every week? No. But I'm just saying he's consistently giving you about like 7 to 8 or 9 points a week. Pat, he told you in the beginning of the season, bro. I'm sorry, fantasy people. I'm throwing the ball everywhere this year.
Yeah.
And the only person that he is not incorporating in that statement is Travis Kelce because he's getting the ball.
Wherever you want.
So what I would say is that, you know what? Let me do that list because I actually think that it goes Travis Kelce, obviously, Juju. Then after Juju is CEH. And then after CEH, passing wise, after CEH, you probably go, I ain't gonna lie to you. You might even want to say Jerick McKinnon. I'm just saying because he's doing pass catching duties as well, and it's hard, dog, to have a receiver in Kansas City this year. Because even if you have Juju and he is second on the pecking order,
He might not do much.
He doesn't,
and he's
always,
done that so far.
and he's looking real average, bro.
I got a prediction.
What's that?
I think that one of the running backs on the Chiefs is gonna get injured
Who's
at
that?
some point.
Say it. Who you want to get injured?
Don't listen. We don't want to. See, you saw what happened to Casper when he wished injury on Lamar and all of my people. He got that clean ass whooping.
Listen. I'm just saying. CH, bro. I don't know.
You don't wish it on my dog, bro.
I ain't wishing it. I'm just saying.
Don't wish
Watch
that
your
on
back.
my dog.
I don't know, man.
Listen,
Be careful. He's saying be careful.
Be careful.
Here's the thing about CEH. So I knew I took the risk, but you got to remember where I took CEH. I took CEH maybe as my third running back. I think I might have taken J.K. Dobbins before him. I might be tripping. Or I took him as my second. Either way, I took McCaffrey. Then I probably took CEH. Then I probably took Dobbins. And then I probably got Kareem Hunt. But point is that when I got him, that's why I made sure I went and got a Kareem Hunt and a J.K. Dobbins, because between CEH and Christian McCaffrey, injury is a toss-up. It could happen any week, bro.
It is.
I know that. So listen, when you hear that Christian McCaffrey even hurt a toe, you're tripping. Like, you're like, oh, Lord. Oh, shit. My bad. But you're like, I'm looking at that.
Make sure you get a good edit for that.
We're going to get a good zoom in on that one.
Dead. But yeah, trust me, it was a tough choice, but I felt like when running backs started getting scarce, you wanted to make sure you got somebody. So I'm dealing with it, obviously, but we'll see how it goes.
I send them prayers up, my boy.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Kyrie cursed them. Let's talk about the Raiders. Now we're going to talk about, what happened with your boy Devontae. Before we get to that, Derek Carr is throwing to Devontae.
Listen, when I saw Devontae catch that bomb over 2, maybe 3 DBs and run into the end zone, not like clean, like he literally launched this ball.
Yeah.
And this ball went all the way over there, and this man's over here running. Like, you know what's crazy? I love when receivers do this, right? So he got in his route, and when he knew he was breaking, he throws up the hand, right? Like, yo, let it go. So I'm sure Derek Carr saw the hand go up, right? He's like, all right, I'm just letting it rip. So he just goes, wham. And all you had to do is let Devontae find it, bro. What was crazy about it, and this is why people get on people like Tua about arm strength and stuff like that, but what he did is he dropped that ball literally into his hand as he crossed the line. So I was just like, one, Devontae, you're a monster, because that's dead hard to do on 2, maybe 3 people. And then I'm just looking at Derek Carr. I'm like, all right, you ain't that bad, bro.
He throws the ball.
Let me tell you what happened.
What's that?
So after Devontae made that complaint, he pulled Carr aside and said, hey, look, bro, I don't know what you think this is, but this man, Mac Hollins, ain't supposed to be balling more than me. You need to tighten up. And then, boom.
And he's rightfully so saying that.
Remember they were
He's
saying
rightfully so.
that Derek Carr was running away from Devontae after that one of those games where he was basically ignoring him.
And what did Hollins get? 4 targets. 0 receptions, 0 yards.
0 receptions, 0
Or maybe
yards.
he did put him side tell him that.
Listen, Devontae Adams had that Franklin Saint talk with Derek Carr.
Which one though? One in the car?
That car seat. I built it brick by brick. Bro,
Yo, that was
Devontae
one of the most iconic episodes of
really
Snowfall ever.
That is my favorite scene.
Yo.
Snowfall, bro.
No, but the bodies one was crazy too.
that was one of them.
Him. That's he said, Derek, stop throwing to him, her.
Yo, I'm telling you.
I'm open.
Yo, I'm telling you. Yo, Derek, not Derek Carr, but Devontae definitely. He's one of those alpha receivers, and it's like when you look at him, it's like you can't help but respect his game, dog. Because I look at Devontae, and I'm like, I still say he's the top. He's the top receiver in the league. I like that Tyreek is the highest paid because he's on the Dolphins, and it just makes him look good. But I mean, I think Tyreek is more dynamic, just faster, and he's the bomb over the top. King. But nobody is outworking Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams tells people he has 3 moves for every move. That is disgusting. Okay? So every route that he's gonna run on you, he has 3 different ways he's gonna run that route on you, bro. So if you taking away the inside, he got a way to get outside and then get back on that route. If you take away the outside, he knows how to get back on the outside by going inside. If you off, he knows how to kill you off that way. 3 different ways for each of those, bro. You double cover him. I don't know what he gotta do, but he gotta move for that too.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, shame on me for doubting what he could do.
As a talent, but we were, you know what it is? We were more so thinking that because of how much talent is on this offense, it was going to be a drop in production. But I mean, it dipped. But I mean, they're getting back on to that page where they seem like they're connected.
Now they're on the fence because they have to start winning games. It's after this that's you can't throw away the season when you just spent all this money.
I mean, you can. I'm not saying throw it away, but you can.
But your team's built to make the playoffs.
But you know what's crazy to me, though, bro? Like, I really want to know what the Raiders believe is wrong with Josh Jacobs. They didn't even want to pay this man.
They did.
He's showing them right now.
Listen, they did not accept his 5th-year option, bro. The team option, they canceled that. And maybe that's because they didn't want to pay him that average. And that's my thought process, right? And they feel like they'll still lock him up, or they believe that Zamir White is going to be the future.
But
if that's the case, send him over to Miami, bro.
The thing is, if he continues at the caliber he's playing at right now, his price is
gonna keep
going up.
No, but you got to remember what Josh Jacobs, the prospect out of college, was. This man was a very, very highly sought after running back because his game was complete. He could catch, he can run. Like, he played through Alabama, a pro style offense. He understood the game. He got to the league and he produced in right off the bat. And it's like, I love that some running backs do that. Like, you know, you got the Zekes, you got certain people like Leonard Fournette. Who else is somebody like Todd Gurley? DeAndre Swift took a little bit into his first season, but he got there. Like, there's guys that you know that are supposed to do it. Derrick Henry took a little bit of time. But
yeah, he did.
Yeah, because the offense wasn't good yet. And so it took him a little bit of time. But when he started showing that he was unstoppable, you put respect on that man.
Exactly.
So
that's why he.
I just think that is kind of a disrespectful thing that they're doing to Josh Jacobs. And I understand he plays running back, and running backs are never playing long because obviously you look at Zeke. He's paid and he ain't doing nowhere near what Pollard's doing. No. So
I think the last back that's really a true running back running a gun is Derrick Henry. He's been around for a little bit and he's still doing his thing. He has 4 straight games with a touchdown. So
yeah,
can't knock him for that.
Yeah, I like Derrick Henry a lot. Telling you though, Jonathan Taylor, I think once he gets healthy again, he's gonna be able to. He's got maybe another 3 years of being a top running back.
Yeah, I see
for sure. He might regress. He might not be the number 1 pick next year again, but we'll see.
And
I could see him being the number 1 pick.
It all depends on how he finishes.
Unless he have to be like hurt.
Some major injury.
Yeah,
but even CMC would get major injuries still.
Yeah, still be
top 1-2.
Yeah,
every season.
CMC finally gave me a real good week, man. I think he gave me 2 good weeks in a row. I'm thinking I'm seeing the value in his pick now.
Consistent. He's consistent.
Yeah, so he never gives me less than 12 or 13.
Now, sorry to say, I believe you said it earlier this year. Wallace hurt.
Listen, man, I ain't no fortune teller, but I'm just saying. It's to me, it's real simple. If you got a player that has had injuries in the past, you can pretty much, some of them is more than a 50% chance that they're going to get hurt again.
Yep.
So, Waller, like, the odds that he was going to get hurt again,
it's high.
Pretty high. Same thing with, like, I ain't trying to curse you, bro, but CH, the man, freaking Julio Jones, same thing. I had Julio Jones last season. Man barely played. He was battling injuries.
Yeah.
And just because he went to the Buccaneers didn't mean that this man was going to jump into the fountain of youth and be like how he was in his prime. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And we seeing that now. This man just missed his
not,
third game?
Yeah. He didn't miss. He played. He just didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he do not. He just, it's hamstring.
I don't know
It's a
what their
lingering injury.
issue is. I know I was a Julio Jones stan this year because I felt like, you know, when you get coupled with the GOAT and a lot of the players that end up going over there, they get an uptick. I was looking for an Antonio Brown like renaissance for him, but you're right. You're right. You can't look at me and say I'm going to defend Julio no more. I cannot defend Julio
Listen,
no more.
and it ain't like I don't like Julio or that I don't want him to ball. But what happened last season when he was playing for the Titans, that was enough for me. That let me know everything I needed to.
I blame the Titans at that point, but then again, I'm looking at the situation; it's almost identical, so I can't blame the Titans no more.
The man wasn't healthy.
The man is on the downswing of his career, and if he can't get it together this season, he shouldn't play another.
No.
Yeah, at this
Should be
point,
it.
he should hang it up while people still respect him for who he is. Because listen, Julio was a dog.
Yeah, but I respect Waller. He's a baller. He's a talent-wise, he's a top 5 tight end. But you got to be healthy, man.
Well, hindsight, Waller started the season with a hamstring injury,
Yeah,
so it was already
lingering.
kind of probably going to pull up again. So it was just a matter of when. And you know, he's obviously an injury-prone-ish kind of player. Like you said, talent's there, the upside's there. The offense is looking good. So if this offense keeps looking like this and Darren Waller gets healthy, he looks like he could get into some of that mix, and he should be good. But
Yeah.
it sucks to see him be this way because it's like people who listen. I'm telling you, Cody probably is hot because I beat him in Casper's League all because Darren Waller walked out the game.
Oh, yeah, he mirror mad then.
Yeah, because they had us about both like we were supposed to. I scored like 114. He was projected to score about 114 point whatever. It was like literally me 51%, him 49.
Yeah.
So it was a close. It was supposed to be a close, and then when he didn't go in, it was
That
just
was wraps.
114, 102. I was like,
Ooh, thank you.
gone. That's all I need.
Let's get to the ending of the game. Raiders were up 17-0. They came back. We had 29-30. Chiefs. Raiders got the ball. Hike the ball. Your two receivers, top 2 receivers, bump into each other and fall down. Embarrassing. Don't even get a chance to win the game.
I mean, you got to start before that, right? In my mind, because it all comes down to game management, and obviously the talk is analytics and you know chances, like who you're playing against, you know. But they had about 4 minutes on the clock, right? They scored, and it's probably under 4 a little bit, still 3 something, and they scored, and all they had to do was kick the field goal. It's tied, and your defense was getting there. Patrick Mahomes was running a little bit. So my thought process is maybe you should have kicked the ball and just let your defense get on there, and then you can probably just try to win it in overtime or get a field goal, stop Patrick Mahomes. It's hard to say to stop Patrick Mahomes, but you got to give your defense a shot, bro.
You do.
Because I'm not going to lie to you. There's not a lot of quarterbacks that I'm looking at being like, I trust on a 2-point conversion to win a game, other than people maybe like a Brady because he's done it so many times, other than an Aaron Rodgers because he's done it so many times. Mahomes.
Not Josh Allen.
Not Josh Allen. I actually would even trust Lamar, even though he messed up the one the other week. But I because you want to know why? Because at the end of the day, if Lamar want to take off and run into that end zone, he very well has a 70% chance he actually succeeds in that.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's just a random number I'm throwing out, but I mean, he has a good chance to always score. So it's like it's hard to trust a lot of people. Derek Carr is not a person that I trust in those situations. He has not proven that he is the ultimate clutch quarterback yet.
Yeah.
He's shown me that he's a good quarterback. He has an arm. He can be a top quarterback. He had an MVP-like season, and then he got hurt. But other than that, I can't sit here and tell you that Derek Carr should have been the person to try to put that game away. And then you get to the play.
Yeah, they had a chance to tie it, which that's on them. That's on the coach, wherever play you want to call. But that last play, you don't want that to happen in your last
opportunity. There's no
opportunity.
reason to have a last play where you're trying to get into the end zone and chuck it, right? And you're having two receivers do this.
Yeah.
Why do you have that? You just basically set that whole situation up. Just throw them out in a goal. If you want somebody to go like this and then go out, and then somebody go straight, and then somebody go like this, or whatever it is, but you don't need them to collide or cross. Like, I understand what it can do to a defense, because obviously the trailing corners are going to trail, and it could cause a pick. But then it could have been two things. It could have ended up being a pick play.
Yep.
It could have ended up being what ended up happening, and it could have worked.
It could have worked, yeah.
But it's just, do you really want to trust a crossing route for a Hail Mary?
Now, I don't know if that's the receiver's fault, but I believe when they broke it down, they said the DB actually forced Devontae to cross it at that.
And he
length
probably,
and
you know,
everything. So
I mean, he probably did his job then.
yeah,
But-
but you can't. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And because
Especially if he got 3 plays, 3
Yeah.
moves,
Yeah.
yeah,
very move.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
so listen,
true.
he's human.
Yeah,
he's human.
he's human.
Man got
He is
3
very
moves,
talented.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, listen, I still respect that man's game though. I ain't gonna front.
So
But
so this angered Devontae clearly. We were up 17-0,
oh, he was hot.
lost the game, and then you bump into Hunter Renfrow like that. Man, wanna get off the field, get in the locker room. Cameraman got a little too close.
And that cameraman just was trying to get a good view of on Devontae mad, bro. And then Devontae just wasn't feeling that. I mean, listen, dog, you put yourself in the mind of anybody in an emotional state like that when you're pissed off after you just played a really good game and you played a divisional team and you had the chance to win. And it sucks, but it's like, it's one of those things, bro, that I understand it though, bro. Like, as a competitor, you can see yourself want to win. And when you lose in that fashion to a divisional team and you were that close.
And the team you just left is doing good and ranked top 5.
I wouldn't
Right now.
I wouldn't rank the Packers that great right now. But I
they're
feel
ranked.
you.
They're
They're better. They're better
but
than
you're
them.
losing, they're winning.
Yeah.
It's gonna upset you.
But if I'm him, I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers and I'm like, well, you surely miss me. You surely miss me.
He does.
But he made a decision to
Devontae
leave.
Adams is like that SpongeBob meme where Squidward is looking out the window and SpongeBob and Patrick are having fun outside. This man is mad.
Yes.
This man,
I like to call it the Draymond effect.
Listen, everybody done got mad after Draymond swung on Poole, boy. Everybody in a rage now.
man, it must be something in the Gatorade, bro. Because what's going on?
I don't know.
First Draymond and now Devontae.
So let me ask y'all this. What if you were the NFL? Should he be suspended? Should he be fined?
From what I've heard, is that it's not that they want to suspend him or fine him. It's the optics of it all, and it's like you push down a cameraman. So even though the cameraman, in my opinion, was wrong for running right up in the man, like you literally see this man upset, and you're gonna run in front of him and stop while he's storming into the thing. You was looking to get pushed, and it's not saying
Is that what happened though?
Yeah,
I don't think he was looking to
not
get
saying
pushed.
you were looking to, but
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm just saying you're trying to do your job and you're trying to get in front of him so you can get a good video of him walking in there. But you stopped in front of him,
But
like you can't, you can't just stop in front of.
But
a
like
person.
Kyrie said, he got 3 moves. He could have went around the camera.
You right.
That
You
man
right.
got 3 moves.
You're right. He also in cleats, bro, and he was probably on some kind of like whatever sliding kind of material. You can't do
this
those
is
3
my
moves.
thing, man. And I don't care how mad you are. You don't need to push nobody down.
No.
Agreed.
Composure.
So
Ain't no,
It's your
there's no
professional.
justifiable reason for why Devontae did what he did. Just like there ain't no justifiable reason for why Draymond stole, because that's what we say in South Florida. He took off on Jordan Poole, uncalled for. But anywho, you don't do that, man.
Now I understand if the cameraman was like in his face, something like that.
I didn't even get that from the video.
No, he
I
did it.
saw.
He was. I'm saying I would understand if he did it in that aspect.
Right.
But cameraman, okay, he blocked his path, but composure. You're professional. This is the NFL.
Yeah.
You're an adult.
So-
You've been in the league, Devontae.
I think that his reputation is gonna do wonders for him in this situation. So I may say maybe just a game suspended.
I hope
I
it's
don't
only
say
a
it's
game, if
two.
that.
A
I
game
don't
is
s-
reasonable.
Yeah, so I think his reputation is gonna help him out in that situation. But the thing is that it's what could have happened. That's where they're gonna focus on.
Yeah, because the fall wasn't bad at
but
all.
if it was,
yeah, yeah,
so if it was to be bad, then that's why the NFL is going to have to suspend him for that reason,
Roughing the
just for
passer.
optics. Roughing the passer. For the optics, they're going to suspend him. Also, the guy, the cameraman, already reported it to the police and everything like that too.
What? He did all that?
Yeah,
he did file a police report, but we don't know anything about charges or anything.
yeah. I
like
don't.
that.
Yeah, I just know he
'Cause
filed a report.
right now, all we know is a report, which you and I know it's just paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's documented.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's kind of soft, my boy. I ain't gonna lie.
But
nah, he won
Is
that.
is it?
Second highest paid
I'ma
receiver in the
document my
league.
At my back.
my back.
Straight up.
That's a heavy camera. That thing landed on me. Oh,
Yeah.
can't breathe.
All right,
Everything.
I feel you, man.
Now I can't wait for a touchdown celebration. Somebody score. Then somebody come with the camera. You just push on the ground.
Oh, man.
I need that
Yeah,
celebration.
that'll be.
Yo.
We need that.
That's gonna be funny.
We
I
need
hope
that.
somebody watches that and watches this and decides
to
to do
do it.
something like that. That would be funny.
Oh man.
They'd be
But-
like, "Oh wow."
So Devontae out. Hunter Renfro should get some intake, or is Hollins is going to take over?
Probably both.
Yeah, I think
both increase.
so. You got to remember what their roles are. Hunter Renfro is more of a slot guy, more of a underneath, and he's your do it all. He's going to get hit. That's why he was hurt for a little bit because he be taking hits, bro. He goes through the middle. He's getting hit by linebackers. It's not fun getting hit by linebackers.
Oh.
So
Especially on slants.
exactly. So and he's a guy that's going to be in that middle field. So he's going to get that work from these linebackers, strong safeties, whatever it may be. But Hollins, he would end up turning into your downfield look for a bomb guy.
Yeah.
Who else they got? They got rid of DeMarcus Robinson. He's on Baltimore. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know.
I don't
who
know
they got.
anyone else, honestly.
So you would hope that Waller can be all right sooner or later, but other than that, yeah, you're looking at Hollins and Renfro to
Yeah, the
hold
thing
down
about
the fort.
that is they have a bye this week.
Oh yeah, they're good then.
So after the bye, if
Waller should be back.
Waller's back, then
They'll be
Hollins probably won't do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be a Waller game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, never know. He's done it before. So with Devontae there, we'll see, man. But Raiders should have won that game, or at least not been up 17 and lose the game. So but it is the Chiefs. Kelce is that dude.
It's hard to guard a guy like Kelce, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. For a guy that big and to move that well, it's hard.
Man, it's a beast. He's the king.
Thank you for watching the FantasyFlo Football Podcast. Make sure you tune in for more fantasy football analysis. Like, subscribe, and follow for more content.
The drive can't stop going, catching all these blessings open field like I'm T.O. It's free flowing. I'm better the drive can't stop going, catching all these blessings open field like I'm T.O. It's free flowing.